Marlikins. Wait, am I live? Oh, it's live now. Okay, I think. Yeah. Marlikins, I am so sorry that I made you cry. I am such a bad auntie. Don't worry, I'll give you candy and Mountain Dew so you can, you know, climb up the walls and stuff, okay? All right? Okay? All right? All right? All right? Wait, which one? Which song? Oh, it's this one. All right.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap.
You watch Rewind because it's good.
Cash in the bag,
Damn it.
stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
Yes, Impulse is Netflix. I love
I'm
Netflix.
crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
I was muted. Sony, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. You are freaking awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I just realized? I don't dye my hair anymore. And every single, except for I think one person drew me with gray hair. But all my shit is drawn with purple and pink hair. And I don't dye my hair anymore. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to get new ones with gray hair. Crap, I just realized that. Yes, I'm catfishing, bro. I am. I did purple because it matched the background. Well, I used to color my hair purple. I've had purple, pink, blue. But I can't be bothered anymore. I'm at the age now, I'm like, "Shit, why? Why? Why am I doing it?" No, I didn't dye my hair gray. I have gray naturally. That's what happens when you get old. You get gray hair. Actually, I started graying when I was like 15. My first gray hair came in at 15. Platinum for 279. I have been summoned to cause you a headache. Well, Platinum, you along with everybody else in the chat, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, look, it's the shitty Fortnite player Ant. Is Ant in here? Ant, when we can actually see good Fortnite gameplay, then you can come talk to us. Until then, you will always be known as the really, really bad Fortnite player. Really bad. Like, bad. Like, as in, I think you're worse than me bad, bro. Hold on, I gotta go blow my nose. Hold on one sec. I've been fighting this cold for weeks now. Hold on. No, Aunt, you're not great at all. At all. That's okay. I guess I like you, Aunt. You know, when I'm on the other show, I get called an old bitch by my co-host because, you know, he's such a swell guy. Oh, damn it. So, how are y'all doing? Hey, Xylie, love you on Rewind and here. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. Yeah, Nicole, when he said that word, I was like, what the fuck does that word mean? Oh, slug tipped. Oh, God. Let's see what slug said. Hold on. Oh, God. Slug. I don't know if I'm in the mood for you today, bruh. Being that you're. Why are you short and old? Well, I'm short due to genetics. Okay. I had no say so on why I'm short. You know, I kind of came out that way. And old, well, I'm old due to time. And one day you will be old, slug. And I will probably outlive you out of spite. So I hope that answers your questions. Who keeps messaging me? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So, was that good? All right. Does that answer your question? Awesome. Now, Slug, I'm going to tell you now because I know how you donate money. And being that you're banned in my chat, you're donating through my stream elements, which I do appreciate the hate money. Thank you. Hate money spends really well. All right. But I have to admit, you will not be the priority in reading them, although I will read them. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and give you a head start. I'm not going to stop to go run to my stream elements to read it. If anything, I'll probably read them at the end. You look old, broad, though. I am an old broad. It's true. I'm old and a woman. Well, or a broad, however you want to put it. So, thank you. Just saying. Short kings rise up. Short kings rise up. We love our short kings here. Ain't nothing wrong with short kings. Slug, you're gonna get on my goddamn nerves. I can see it now. LMAO, I don't hate you. Great! Then stop giving me money on the stream elements where I have to go look at it. Jesus fucking Christ, Slug. Ugh! You just want me to say your name on stream. God damn it. Thank you for the fucking 2. Again. Okay. All right. We're in a better mood now. All right. Who's Slug? A dude that has been banned from my chat. Oh, God. How long has Slug been banned? At least like a year and a half, right? It's been over a year. But a dude that's been banned in my chat for over a year, that the only way that he can communicate with me is through stream elements. Ah. Why is homie banned and still donating? Because he's blocked on every other platform. So the only way he can communicate with me is through stream elements. I know it sounds retarded as fuck, okay? But it's Slug, okay? And he just likes to troll. Ah, holy shit. Oh my God. Okay, good luck with Alphaba stuff. This is a whole gross locale. Okay, I'm glad you're mentioning that, Mags. I'm glad you're mentioning that because I found a video that looks really good. I'm not doing it today because it's an hour and a half long and I don't have 3 hours. But I found a video that was an hour and a half long. So next time we stream, unless something huge is popping off, then I was gonna go over that video because I want to learn more about this Elphaba, to be honest. So Lunchbox for 5. Unban the Slug. No, Lunchbox. You obviously don't know who Slug is. Because if you knew who Slug was, you would be like, never unban the Slug. Ken, I'm talking about Elphaba, the person who is on TikTok, and I know they have faked autism, they faked having Tourette's, and then there's some other shit too. Something about a Discord and underage people. So that's the only thing I know about. They have a longer name, but short, it's Elphaba. So yeah. If you need help on her, Xylie, I can because I know a lot. Reese, if I need help, I'll let you know, I promise. Yeah, curse shit for real. Yeah. So I do want to go over that video, but I can't do it today because I don't have the time, but we're definitely going to go over it. Slug for 2. I got to donate to the retirement fund somehow. Plus I've turned you raging whenever I donate into donate alerts. Awesome, Slug. I'm so happy for you. And I don't rage every time you donate. You tard. So, all right. First thing we're going to do is this video about Cody Co addressing the Tana Mongoose situation, okay?
Now to
Because
address things.
okay, calm down. We're not ready for you yet, bitch. Okay? That's the first video cuz I have been trying to get to this video for like over a week now. So, ugh. And then we're going to go into a video by Jimmy Robbins. And it's called Logan Paul, Trisha, and the Anatomy of a Faked Rebrand. So I don't know what they're doing there. I don't know. It's my second video covering, it's my second time covering a Jimmy Robbins video, and I wasn't thoroughly impressed with the Oz Media one, but I'm hoping for the best on this one. So, all right, put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to get started. All other numbers will get you hidden. Because, like we always say, this is not a democracy. This is a Xyliarchy. So if you throw in another number, you will be sent to prison and never let back out. Mono, I will ban you. Nuke, you have a wrench, Nuke. You're supposed to go with the program. What the fuck are you doing, bro? The fuck are you doing, Nuke? I added you on Discord, Devin. I'm going to be very honest with you. More than likely, I'm going to not accept it because I don't do DMs. Anybody who has regularly watched me, they know I don't do DMs unless it's for a specific reason or you're a content creator that I have reason to talk to. So, yeah, I don't do DMs, like, at all. I don't like DMs. So, and nothing against you, it's with everybody. All right. I don't like people. If you watched Rewind last night, Billy was like, I feel like, you like some. No. I'm like this in real life too. I don't like people. And it's better for me not to, have an exuberant amount of talking with people. So, Doug for 2, keep the bug blocked, please. Slug's always going to be blocked on my channel. It's a meme at this point. Even if I start getting along with him, he's going to be blocked. All right, sorry for the white screen if you're blinded. We're getting out of here. Okay, so Cody Co addresses the Tana Mongoose situation, kinda. And this is by, it is Spill Sesh, right? Yeah, Spill Sesh. So, all right, let's watch it. Wait, no, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. 125. All right.
Cody Co has come out to address things on his YouTube channel. He hasn't posted in a minute now, but he's made his return, slightly talking about things that have been going on. And let's talk about what he said. Now, this was a very quiet return back to YouTube as Cody Co posted a video to...
Okay, before we get started, like for real, put a 1 in the chat if you remember what Cody Co is accused of. Put a 2 if you do not remember what Cody Co is accused of. I need to see who remembers this and who doesn't. Kinetic Kill, thank you for the $2.99 sticker. I appreciate it. 1, 2. Okay, real quick. If you remember, I don't remember what show it was, but Cody Co and Tana were at a party when she was 17 years old, and I can't remember what con it was, but it was almost like how there's VidCon, but this one was in Florida. And in Florida, the age of consent is 18 years old. And I think he was like 26 and she was 17. And Gabby Hanna actually kind of backed this up years prior, talking about how she told a full-grown man, don't mess with that girl because she's 17. And yeah, apparently, allegedly, things happened between Cody Co and Tana. Well, years later, Tana comes out and tells that story. So, it's a thing. So, I can't remember. Playlist Live. Yes, Brooke A, you are amazing. Playlist Live, and it was in Florida. So, yes. Yes. Playlist Live. Yep, it happened in Florida, and the age of consent in Florida is 18 years old.
To his Cody Trains YouTube channel, and in the 20-minute long video titled 34 Miles, he waited till the very last minutes to address his audience about all this. Now, it's been a while since we talked about Cody.
Now, I will say, since the allegations came out and Tana told her story, and people dug and found where, matter of fact, I think it was, what's his name? What is his name? He found an old clip of Gabby Hanna talking about the situation on a podcast. And ever since then, Cody Co's been quiet. He hasn't said a word. He left the company that he was part of, and he went dead silent. D'Angelo Wallace, yeah, D'Angelo Wallace found that old clip that nobody could find, but he found the old clip of Gabby Hanna talking about the situation. Yeah, and he went and DJ'd over in Las Vegas, playing the "I'm Sorry" song. Yeah, so
Cody and the whole situation surrounding him this summer. So let's go back to why he even went silent in the first place. At the beginning of summer, Tana Mojo, during a game, she was asked about the smallest you-know-what, and she did not hold back during one of her canceled podcast live shows. She outright said that it was Cody Co, and then followed it up by casually mentioning that she was 17 when it happened. If you do the math, Cody would have been about 25 at the time. Now, Tana has mentioned this in passing before, so people had speculated on this being something that happened, but this time it was clear she was being straightforward about it and she wasn't holding back. The reaction online was mixed. Some people immediately called out Cody, while others questioned Tana's credibility, pointing to her history of drama and embellishment.
But
my
even
God.
though some people— Yes, let's talk about that for a moment, okay? Let's talk about that for a moment. The very same people who would headhunt anybody if they even thought of touching someone under the age of 18, they were so quick to dismiss Tana's story because, let's be honest, Tana has a history of lying, right? And look, I'm not one to throw out like the misogyny card like super easy. I'm not one to do that. But you should have seen the comments that were floating around about Tana. Everything from she was a slut then, she's a slut now, to who cares, Tana lies, to she was giving it up easy back then. It was like no support. But the sad reality is, had it been anyone else besides Tana, those very same people would have lifted up their torches to go after Cody Co. If it had been any other person besides Tana. It was absolutely crazy to see the reaction of people. Yeah, people were saying that she deserved it and she deserved to be great because she was, because she said the N-word. Yeah, people were nasty as fuck when they found out about this story. But those very same people would have went after Cody Co had it been somebody else. You know what that's called? That's called hypocrisy. That's what that's called. And there's a lot of fucking hypocritical people on this platform and on the internet. Period, point blank, period. Yeah, she got a taste of that Trisha Paytas effect. Yes, Skip. Yes, 100%. 100%. Meaden said, hold on, he played the I'm Sorry song by Justin Bieber, the song where Justin claims to miss the body of the other person. He played that after he allegedly, not after, it wasn't after the accusations came out. And he was DJing over in Las Vegas. And yes, he played that song.
did cover the story, it did not get the attention that a lot of people thought that it should have. After the live show clip went viral, Tana addressed the backlash on her podcast. She reiterated her story and even shared extra details, saying that Gabby Hanna once pulled Cody aside and told him that Tana was 17.
To be 100% truthful, when I look back at the Cody situation, I definitely am like, why was he doing that? You know what I mean? And there were so many situations. There was a situation with Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17. And then we still went and hooked up. And I can look at that.
Yes. And the thing is, Gabby Hanna, years before this podcast episode right here, years before, talked about a situation with one of her friends who was grown and pulling her friend off to the side and telling them, don't mess with her because she's 17. And Gabby told that story years ago. She didn't just tell it. She told it years ago, so it coincides with this. And I know Keemstar had come out with a tweet, because when I first covered it, I showed it. But yeah, it was confirmed.
That and be like, like, why the were you doing that?
And if that wasn't enough, Gabby's comments about the situation from years ago resurfaced, where she had vaguely mentioned this scenario on her own podcast.
One time, I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage, watch it. And he's like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. And then
Keemstar then even backed this up, saying that Gabby did tell him back in the day that this was a situation that had happened.
This was told to me years ago, off record. Now, what has changed? Well, we have Tana Mojo on record, and then we have Gabby Hanna's permission of me sharing what I was told years ago. That's what's changed. That's why I'm coming out with this statement now.
At the end of June, Rolling Stone had actually covered.
And people got on Keemstar for not coming out back then. Well, first of all, you have to understand, you don't make statements like that on the record without absolute proof. Because, again, technically, in Florida, it was against the law. The age of consent is 18 in Florida. How would it look to come out with accusations like that without any firm proof? He would have been stupid to repeat what Gabby Hanna told him years ago. He would have been dumb to repeat it when all it was word of mouth. I'm just saying. You know?
Covered the topic, but even this huge outlet calling out Cody, it still didn't become the story that it ended up becoming, with all eyes on Cody, people actually holding him accountable. Things started to shift once D'Angelo Wallace made a video breaking down the entire situation.
And his video was so good. D'Angelo Wallace's video on it was really, really good. He was the one that found the old clip and put it up. And then and it's funny because you saw the shift. You saw the shift in it. Because once he pulled out that old clip, people were like, oh shit, maybe Tana's not lying. Because here's Gabby years earlier, basically coinciding the story. She's co-signing the story, but years prior.
In July, and he called out the commentary bros who weren't holding Cody accountable. Other creators then began speaking out, and suddenly things turned. People were demanding.
Okay, I don't know why she used the term commentary bros, but when she says commentary bros, she's not talking commentary community guys. She's talking about the commentary bros that are part of the circle of Cody Co. Those guys. Okay, not this little niche community, but like the bigger dudes who are like cookie cutter and clean and stuff like that. Those guys. Yes, so not the cabal, damn it. He wasn't calling out the cabal.
Demanding accountability from Cody. They were also demanding accountability from people that he is associated with, like Brittany Broski. And this is when Cody sort of stopped posting, because up until this point, he felt like things were kind of safe. He could still post on YouTube. not everyone was calling him out, but after this, everyone was calling him out. Brittany Broski addressed things on her story, writing, "I'm crushed to learn about the Cody allegations. If it's proven to be true, then that's extremely upsetting as a collaborator and longtime fan. I find all of this disturbing, inappropriate, and just flat out disappointing." And then TMG Studios posted a statement online. TMG Studios is Cody and Noelle Miller's media company and podcast network, and they made a statement. They said that they originally sent this out to their employees, but they were sharing it with the public, and they wrote, "This morning we shared the note below with the employees of TMG Studios. We wanted to share it with you as well. Our shows will resume in the coming weeks. Thank you for your support. Hi everyone. We want to start by thanking you all for your patience while we were working to figure out the best path forward for the studio. We know it's been a very strenuous few weeks for everyone, and we really appreciate your willingness to bear with us. You are the most creative and incredible group of people. We feel so lucky to work with all of you. TMG Studios is what it is because of you. We couldn't be more proud of the incredible roster of talent we've been privileged to work with and everything we've accomplished together. As we enter into this phase of the studio, we wanted to let you know that Cody will not be involved in the day-to-day operations at TMG Studio."
Okay, that wording. Cody will not be involved in the day-to-day operations at TMG. I almost said Z. TMG. That doesn't mean he's not with them anymore. It just means he's not going to be doing the day-to-day operations. It doesn't mean he's gone.
What has transpired over the past few weeks is a personal issue for him, and Cody wants to remove any effect this is having on your professional and personal lives and the work you and our other hosts have done to make TMG Studios so successful. Noelle will continue to lead the team. His top priority remains the life and growth of the studio and its talent. Our audience sees your hard work every week, and we want that to continue. They deserve it, and so do you. We have built something truly special, and he's committed to keeping that alive and well. Sincerely, Cody and Noelle. Noelle then put out a statement on the TMG for Real Instagram account saying, "Hey everyone, I wanted to say thank you for the messages and support. It means a lot to me. I'll be back up next week with a new episode of TMG. See you soon. Thank you, Noelle." And ever since, Noelle has been carrying the podcast solo. Now, Cody wasn't exactly in hiding, though. He was offline, but he was still DJing in Vegas. Back in January, it was announced.
Yeah, he wasn't hiding. It's not like he wasn't accessible. He just wasn't doing anything with his YouTube or on YouTube at all. And he wasn't like really posting. He was in Las Vegas DJing. That's what he was doing. He wasn't gone. He just stepped away for a while. And what do the OG, and if you notice, that's what the OG YouTubers do. When they have a serious allegation, they go radio silent. They don't address it. They don't say anything. They tuck their tail, they hide in hopes that it'll go away. Every single fucking time.
That Cody was to have a residency at the Wynn this year. They shared the news in a collaborative post on Instagram, writing, "Cody Co joins the lineup for his 2024 Wynn Nightlife residency. Catch him all year at Encore Beach Club and Excess Las Vegas." And over the summer, he still had performances that he did. And at one of the shows this summer, he was playing Sorry by Justin Bieber, which everyone who saw it pretty much all agreed that this was in a very poor taste to play. Tana ended up even seeing the video where someone said, "This bumping to Sorry in the midst of one of the biggest influencer scandals ever instead of speaking out is so the real bros of Simi Valley coded," and she laughed in the comments. In September, Cody made a small return to social media to post on his Cody Trains Instagram account. It was just an Instagram story, but people thought that it meant that he was kind of testing the waters for a full return. A return it doesn't seem that he was fully ready to make until this week.
Yeah, he was testing the waters. That's what they do. They start out on their social media going, okay, do people still hate me now? Do they still hate me? Let's see.
Like I said, he did return, not on his main channel, not with a grand apology, but on his side channel called Cody Trains. It was a 20-minute long video, and he spends about a minute of it vaguely addressing the controversy. He said something along the lines of understanding if people no longer support him and that he respects their choice, but he also mentioned that he plans to continue making content because he loves it.
To commit to this training schedule, I'm gonna have to commit to, potentially losing some weight so I can get faster, and the whole thing just scares me. But I want to vlog it. I want to vlog the whole process, just like I did for Iron Man. Being creative, doing this type of thing and putting it out there, it's just in my DNA. I need to do it, and so I'm gonna do it. Obviously, I understand I've been offline for months, haven't made videos for, that whole time. And I also understand if your opinion of me has potentially changed over the last few months. I spent the first half of my career criticizing people and judging people online. So, I don't begrudge your judgment of me by any means.
Then just address it! Just address it! Bro! Address it! You're not doing yourself any favors, but just going, you know, if you think differently of me, I kind of understand because I've called out people. Just fucking address it. Even Tana says, I don't feel abused. I don't have any trauma over it. You know, was it wrong? Yes, it was wrong, but like, I'm okay. I'm not traumatized. It's a crime, though. I don't think he can address. You know what? True. Okay, Skip. All right. Just because you have the brain power to like think of something like that. Okay, fine, Skip. It's a crime. He can't. But this is the internet. We need everything addressed. Shit.
I just think all I can do right now and moving forward is just try to be the best person I can be for myself and for my family, and just try to continue putting the best shit out there that I can. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you stick around to watch it, I very much appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, truly. And so that's the plan. 3:30 marathon in March.
Well, you know, well, if you think about it, didn't he just kind of address it, though? When he says, you know, your opinion of me may have changed, and I get it because I call out people. That was kind of an acknowledgement, wasn't it? Yeah, no, maybe? Yeah, he kind of did. Okay.
March, hopefully, and you're going to see the process. So I will see you soon, and choo-choo.
Some people made comments about how...
Okay, I'm sorry. I want to cancel you for that, too. Choo-choo, really? Really? Is your audience filled with 5-year-olds? Choo-choo, I get it. Cody trains. All right. I get it. Cody trains. But choo-choo, really? I'm sorry. You should be canceled because of that alone. Spacefish for $9.99. He might not want to address it because he's trying to get a visa into the U.S. If they do a background check and him addressing it comes up, he'll be declined. Also, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Spacefish. And that kind of makes sense. Thank you very much. It's true, Skip. Bro banged a minor and wants to vlog about his fitness or some shit. The nerve. Right? You know, but your opinion may change on me, you know? Your opinion of me may have changed, and I understand. The fuck?
How H3 is currently on a break, so this was very strategic timing for him. I also think that
Oh, true! He did drop that while H3... But, okay, but let's be honest. Let's be honest here. H3 is a petty motherfucker. You know H3 is going to say something about that because H3 loves him some Tana. He loves him some Tana. And he is a petty motherfucker. So you know he's going to say something when they come back from break. You know he's going to say something. 100%.
It's in his favor that this Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni story has consumed everyone. It's also the holidays, so people are more focused on that than Cody Co coming back to the internet. All the footage that he showed in this video was basically from a month ago, so it really just says that he's been sitting on this for a while, probably waiting for the right time to come back. I will say that as many people as there were being negative about his return, there were also an equal amount pretty happy about it, but I also think that those are the same people who didn't really want to believe Tana from the beginning, and all else.
And that was a lot of people. That was a crazy amount of people. Now, granted, we don't know what actually happened, but the thing is that to me, for me personally, all right, this is for me personally. I'm not telling you how to feel. All right. I'm not going to do that. But for me personally, knowing that Gabby had talked about a situation like that years prior, and Keemstar coming out and co-signing that Gabby told him And Tana saying it in the present day about Gabby, it adds up to me. And I am inclined to believe it because of that. Because you have coinciding stories, but you have coinciding stories at different points in time. You know, it's not like it was scripted and everything thrown together the same day. No, it was years apart. So I'm sorry, I'm inclined to believe it.
Say to that is that he isn't sitting here in this video denying anything. He's straight up saying that he understands if people don't want to support him. So it's not like he was saying that there's these lies about me, these false allegations, nothing. He's straight up saying he understands if people don't support him. So for anyone to tell Tana that she was lying or something, watch this a couple.
Okay, Miss Doc, wait, Xylie, you weren't actually mad at Cody about this, right? You know what Kid Behind the Camera did with Bridget? No, and I don't care, because this is the reason why I find this fucking hilarious that it's Cody Co. I find it fucking hilarious when you have these snotty-ass YouTubers who act like they're from a fucking cookie cutter and they do no fucking wrong, and then you find out dirt about them, and then they run and tuck their tail behind their legs or between their legs, and they dip out until it's the perfect time for them to come out. I find it very funny and hypocritical when I see that shit, and I like to point and laugh. That's why. That's why. I love it when these cookie cutter, I'm the best YouTuber and I'm the sweetest person on the platform and everybody loves me, and come to find out they're actually dirty fucks. I find it hilarious.
Couple times, because he is not saying she's a liar, but that is what Cody had to say when he came back online this week. I certainly want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. Let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye, Spill Sesh. Goodbye. Goodbye, Spill Sesh. All right. Okay, slug for 2. The day Xylie gets along with me is the day hell freezes over. True. I know she only watches my channel for dog videos and the new, I don't know what that is, OG puppy videos. Slug, I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch your channel. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even gonna meme or be mean or, you know, give it a little bit more gusto. I don't watch your channel, Slug. No offense, but I don't. I'm too busy. I don't have time. Nothing against you, but I just don't have the time. I'm busy, bro. Oh, yeah, Slug's dog is cute, though. When I have seen the dog is cute. I will never say that dog ain't cute. It's a cute puppers.
Behavior would both cause her to get...
All right. All right. Now, I don't know how this next video is going to go. Xylie can cover what she wants. She doesn't cancel people. She says that as a joke, dude. What? Or what? She lied about her age, but... Okay, Miss Stock, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care about all that. The subject was on Cody Co, and it's a story that I have covered previous. Again, I'm going to be for real. I find it funny when the cookie cutter YouTubers get caught slipping. It's hilarious. Guess who else got caught slipping? Colleen Ballinger. That was, oh my God. Everybody thought Colleen Ballinger is the best. So. All right. This next video. Now we're going back to, what's his name again? Hold on. I always forget his name. Jimmy Robbins. Hold on. I got a DM. Hold on one second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry. All right. Taxes, no. No, not taxes. All right, my bad. All right, so this is called Logan Paul, Trisha, and the Anatomy of a Faked Rebrand. Should be same setting. Yeah, 125. All right, let's go.
This video is sponsored by Rocket Money, more on that later. Rebrands on YouTube feel like they're starting to become more common, which makes sense, right? I mean, we're starting to see careers that are almost 2 decades long, so of course people are going to naturally mature and change if given enough time. Now, sometimes these rebrands are more reactive, where the creator is mostly just keeping up with how YouTube changes as a platform, like with Smosh or Mythical, who both changed their business models from prioritizing sketches to longer unscripted content in response to the increased emphasis on mid-roll ads. While in other cases, these rebrands are more rooted in how the creator may have changed as a person.
Some of the videos I've made have been very not edgy. I don't think they, you know, some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel.
But what if I told you that there's a new content strategy that takes the best parts of both rebrands and combines them into guaranteed millions for anyone who has no morals, no desire to put in any effort, but was gifted with a killer smile? And as you may have guessed from the thumbnail, this kind of bare minimum rebrand is a technique best seen within the careers of Logan Paul and Trisha Paytas. A strategy that requires you to be basically the worst person ever, do nothing else, and yet somehow end up beloved. Though it's worth spoiling that a dash of greed is all it takes to completely undo this arc, as we can see with Logan himself.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
Okay, I'm going to flat out say it, and I don't care what anybody has to say. Can't stand Logan Paul. I now like Trisha Paytas. I think Trisha Paytas, after she had her first child, she calmed the fuck down, and she stopped with her trolling. You are talking about a woman who has single-handedly pissed off every community you could possibly think of. Okay? Single-handedly, she pissed off everybody. You know? Just saying. I do. I like Trisha now. I don't care. Doesn't Ethan Klein still hate her? Possibly. Possibly. I know Marlikins agrees with me. Marlikin likes all the bad women. All of them. Marlikin likes all of them. She's such a contrarian.
For how this has unfolded thus far, and I want people to know that they can trust me and that I'll always take care of the fans and people who support me.
And this all starts exactly how you'd expect. In order to have millions eventually adore them, both Logan Paul and Trisha Paytas started their careers by going out of their way to have everyone hate them. Sounds counterproductive, right? But really what they were looking for is attention, and truly no act.
Okay, Miss Doc, you're kind of pissing me off, bro. Listen, I don't know anything that you're talking about with Kid Behind the Camera. I know nothing of the lore of Kid Behind the Camera. All right? I never delved into that part of the internet. All right? I do not know anything. Okay? Okay, that's fine. Go hate him somewhere else. My subjects today have nothing to do with him. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. You are in the wrong chat. Go to Lolcow and bitch in their streams. We are not on a Lolcow Live, Lolcow Queens, or Lolcow Rewind stream. We are not there. We are on Xylie Gets Real, where I cover the fucking subjects that I want to cover. Welcome to my fucking channel. Okay? I know nothing. I literally know nothing that you are talking about. All right? So could you please either go away or get with the subject that we're talking about? Because quite honestly, I'll hide you and I'll do it in front of everybody and show everybody as I'm doing it. I will do it on the screen. That way you know it was me who did it. I'll pull it off just like that bitch on Game of Thrones did. It was me. Okay, well, now you're going to understand what I'm talking about. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo. It was me who did it. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. See you later. Have a great day. And make sure you give us the view tonight on Lolcow Rewind and bitch about us in the chat. Can't wait to see you. Holy shit. Now, let's start this fucking video again. This video was made by Jimmy Robbins. And it's called Logan Paul, Trisha, and the Anatomy of a Faked Rebrand. And again, before we start this off, I like Trisha Paytas now, and I don't care what anybody has to say, because her ass has calmed down since she's had some kids, okay? Period, point blank, period.
This video is sponsored by Rocket Money, more on that later. Rebrands on YouTube feel like they're starting to become more common, which makes sense, right? I mean, we're starting to see careers that are almost 2 decades long, so of course people are going to naturally mature and change if given enough time. Now, sometimes these rebrands are more reactive, where the creator is mostly just keeping up with how YouTube changes as a platform, like with Smosh or Mythical, who both changed their business models from prioritizing sketches to longer unscripted content in response to the increased emphasis on mid-roll ads. While in other cases, these rebrands are more rooted in how the creator may have changed as a person.
Everybody's going to streaming now. Because honestly, unless you're doing fantastic, like deep dive documentaries, everybody's going to streaming now because you make more money streaming. I mean, it's just a fact.
Some of the videos I've made have been very, not edgy. I don't think they some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel.
But what if I told you that there's a new content strategy that takes the best parts of both rebrands and...
Well, according to Boogie, streaming is harder than a 9-to-5. I can promise you it's not. I can promise you it's not. It is not easy. I mean, it is not harder than a 9-to-5, okay? Streaming is actually super easy. The only issue I can find with streaming is finding the time to do it. Well, especially now. But streaming is easy. I don't care what anybody says.
and combines them into guaranteed millions for anyone who has no morals, no desire to put in any effort, but was gifted with a killer smile. And as you may have guessed from the thumbnail, this kind of bare minimum rebrand is a technique best seen within the careers of Logan Paul and Trisha Paytas. A strategy that requires you to be basically the worst person ever, do nothing else, and yet somehow end up beloved. Though it's worth spoiling that a dash of greed is all it takes to completely undo this arc, as we can see with Logan himself.
Logan Paul is the worst. I do not understand. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand how Logan Paul has gotten away with the crypto shit and the NFT shit. I don't know how he's gotten away with it. I really don't. I don't get it. And now, granted, I don't understand that shit. I really, really don't. I have to admit, I rely on CoffeeZilla to explain that shit to me because I don't get it. But yeah, I don't understand.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for how this has unfolded thus far, and I want people to know that they can trust me and that I'll always take care of the fans and people who support me.
And this all starts exactly how you'd expect. In order to have millions eventually adore them, both Logan Paul and Trisha Paytas started their careers by going out of their way to have everyone hate them. Sounds counterproductive, right? But really, what they were looking for is attention, and truly no act can be too desperate or go too far. Now, both Trisha and Logan were masters at this, though approached it in different ways. See, Trisha focused much more on saying the most offensive or unhinged things that she could in order to get views.
Bro. Trisha, I don't understand how somebody can do this, but she managed to piss everybody off. If you were in some kind of sub-community, that community got pissed off by Trisha Paytas. Whether by race, sexuality, any of them. She has managed to piss everyone off. She is literally, her and Nikocado Avocado are literally two of the greatest trolls. Not saying it was good, but they trolled everybody.
Think Shane Dawson back in the day. For example, she developed a pattern of essentially co-opting the struggles of whatever marginalized community happened to be trending at any particular moment. When conversations about mental health became more prevalent, she faked a severe mental disorder.
I've never been diagnosed with anything. The closest thing that I have self-diagnosed myself, I guess, is multiple personality disorder or dissociative identity disorder or both. I caught the switch on camera. Hungry, thirsty.
Or, well, to not get sued, if she didn't fake it, she might be the first to ever be cured of dissociative identity disorder and didn't receive any news coverage for it, in which—
Bro, she tried everything. She did everything. Oh my God, Trisha. Yeah, I knew she was a troll the moment she said she was a chicken nugget. Yeah, I remember the chicken nugget stage. I remember that.
In which case, a hearty congratulations to her. And when people started to focus more on the struggles of being trans, she very bravely came out as a trans man who still identifies as a woman. I am being serious.
I've always been attracted to gay guys, so that's why I've always thought maybe I'm a gay man. So do I think I'm transgender? Yes, 1,000%. Do I identify with my natural born gender? 1,000%.
She also maintains a well-documented history of cycling between anti-Semitism.
Hitler can't be all bad if he had this big following.
Seriously, American Jewish men have really little penises and they're cheap.
No. I do feel that way because I always dated Jewish men, but American Jewish. So now when I met you, I was like, ooh, we got a real one from the homeland.
Jesus Christ, the shit she used to say. I'm sorry. Frenemies was a great podcast. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. Frenemies was a good podcast, although I think, now, mind you, this is going to piss some people off, and I do not give a fuck. Go ahead, Reddit. Go ahead and talk your shit, Reddit, because I don't like Reddit anyway. Ethan Klein kind of bullied her on that podcast. He kind of bullied her. It was a great podcast, though, but he did kind of bully her. I'm just saying. Now, I know Ethan Klein is on the up and up, and everybody likes Ethan Klein now, but Ethan Klein, he can be a petty bitch, and he can definitely bully people. All right? I've seen him bully people before. We covered it on the broadcast when we had that show. You know? I mean, he's been based as hell lately, though. I'll give him that much. But, yeah, he can be a petty bitch. Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Are traditionally unattractive. It's the American Jews that get angry, which aren't real Jews.
Jewish fetishizing.
I just like to fetishize anybody Israeli now.
It's weird how you fetishize Jewish
It's not
people.
fetishizing.
It
It's wanting
totally
to be in
is.
the upper echelon of the world.
That's not okay, dude.
Why?
And making
It's Trish. That was Trisha talking her shit. That's what Trisha does.
a mockery of Jewish culture for views.
Hanukkah, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora.
While trying to downplay this by sprinkling in mentions of her intent to convert to Judaism or her relationship to her Jewish now husband.
I'm also Jewish, but Catholic.
She's not Jewish.
I'm converting.
Not that I care, but she's not.
Okay, well, I'm on my way to convert. My boyfriend's an Israeli Jew.
So we've only scratched the surface, but you could probably already see why this behavior would both cause her to get views, since it hijacks trending topics, but also cause people to hate her, right? And then whenever she would get pushback for her behavior, she would make a video crying about how she's the victim as long as you jump through the right hoop.
Yes, Trisha was known for sitting on her kitchen floor, eating food, and crying her apologies. I'm telling you, the next time I get canceled, I'll wait to make my apology video. I'm gonna sprinkle in a little Colleen Ballinger in there, some Trisha Paytas. I might even throw the Tana Mongeau apology in there. I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of everybody in my apology. I cannot wait. Oh, I can't wait.
And I'm so scared and I'm like literally shaking. When you make those statements of being an anti-Semite, it's really damaging.
And if labeling this as desperate seems like I might be reaching or being mean, why don't you listen to Trisha reflecting on her rise?
I just wanted to be famous and I wanted to get noticed. And it worked. People noticed me on YouTube for going viral. Then I was going viral for all the wrong reasons. Basically, I was broke and I was like, how can I make a lot of money? And I was like, let me just, troll the internet and make money in any way that I possibly could.
So yeah, Trisha was really good at getting attention. And since nothing was off limits, she started to form personal bonds that would grant her even greater exposure. See, Trisha had a pretty similar rise to Jason Nash, where she mostly relied on forming a connection with really anyone she could with a following. Namely,
okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think that relationship with Jason Nash was super toxic. I think it was actually a bad relationship. That was actually a bad relationship. It was very, very toxic, I think.
There was David Dobrik, Shane Dawson, and Ethan Klein of H3. And throughout this time, she would appeal to these creators by acting as an irreverent wildcard who was willing to do anything in the name of content. Which, as we've seen with Jason Nash, and even Shane Dawson in his vlogging days, recruiting these over-the-top wildcard types was a great way for established creators to keep their content from going stale.
Honestly, when you vlog every day, you gotta spice it up a little bit. And
wait, am I the spice?
You're the
I'm telling you, in 2025, it's going to be one of the three, if not a combination of two or all three. James Charles, Shane Dawson, Xylie Star. It's got to be one of those three this year. It has to be. It has to be. It's 2025. What's up, Core?
Spice.
I mean, think about it. If you're a more reserved person, it's a lot easier to produce crazy videos if you have a sidekick who'll say and do the most over-the-top things that you can just react to for content.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been having sex with multiple men at once?
No.
Are you sure?
Can you just come inside, please?
You came inside me last night.
Deal with it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
But Trisha took this in a very different direction from Jason. See, Jason is still on relatively good terms with almost everyone that he's worked with. He's reluctant to burn bridges, which makes a lot of sense given his background in traditional media.
I've been in the acting industry for so long. It's such a known thing of be careful, don't burn bridges in this industry of any sort.
So when both of his main collaborators largely stepped back from the spotlight, Jason kept moving forward without rocking the boat. Whereas for Trisha, burning bridges became a huge part of her career. Because when Trisha would inevitably enter association with a creator, either because of personal conflicts or her jumping ship as they face a controversy, she has always done so in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, but it's not standard media we work in. It's social media. People burn bridges all the time. You know how many times people burn bridges and then years later build the bridge again? It happens all the time. Come on.
One that turns a simple parting into millions of views.
Ethan is a bully. He knows the hate he's inciting. It is so scary.
I will never speak on Colleen again. She just does not exist to me anymore.
I'm gonna talk about Colleen's video because I'm just so sick of her. You're weird. You're sick. You're just a sick person. So anyways, I don't know.
After this, obviously, me and Jason are done, which is so heartbreaking to me. David's just fucking evil. Just evil. Evil.
I love Shane Dawson so much. I would sacrifice my own life for his. Seriously, I mean,
if there was a bullet coming at him, I would jump in front of it.
And while going scorched earth may turn some people off from Trisha, it's hard to deny the attention that she would get. Like, her whole fallout with Ethan was easily one of the most discussed things online for weeks.
And easily one of the most requested stories on our text line. Let's talk about this frenemies fallout.
So before moving on to Logan's rise, I know the reaction that Trisha fans might.
And I find it funny, they fell out right as the merch dropped. And I wish I would have snagged one of those hoodies. Not gonna lie. I wish I would have got one of those frenemies hoodies. I look back now and go, damn, I missed it.
Might run to, which is that she was dealing with, at the time, undiagnosed borderline personality disorder, so that makes criticisms of her past deeds a moot point. To which I would quickly say 3 things. 1, no. 2, I'm not trying to argue if she was a bad person or not. If I was, there are so many more things I could focus on, like her admitting to physically abusing her partner.
You said that's why you broke up with me because I punched you? I went like this.
Okay.
And he's frail.
You guys had a tussle?
He had bruises, so of course he's like, oh my god, like look. And I was just like, I didn't do it like on purpose. I wasn't like that, you know what I mean? It was a tussle.
You guys were fighting over his phone? Oh my god. Well, maybe you shouldn't hit him.
I agree, but that is something that is so fucking personal that you said, and we're like, please edit it out. It was a fucking weak moment, and our relationship will never get past that. And I even tell him that. Now everyone thinks I'm a fucking like a man beater and shit like that because of you.
But I'm not covering most of her past. And 3, intention has next to nothing to do with what I'm describing. All that you need for the first step is for the creator's platform to be founded on a no bad publicity, whatever it takes mindset, which Trisha's is by her own admission, kinda like Logan Paul. Now, of course, Logan's history is well known by anyone who was on YouTube during the late 2010s, which I will be mindful of. But compared to Trisha, who would say anything for views, Logan focused much more on doing anything for views. Namely, this relied on Logan crafting his image as being an over-the-top savage with no limits. Most infamously, this included him searching for the body of a suicide victim before dancing around it, filming it in graphic detail, and parading it to his audience of millions of children. But
do you know that you can't really talk about, there's a video out there about the forest, okay? Because I'm not going to say the names together because for some reason videos get struck down if you call it what it was on YouTube. There is a video out there that keeps trying to get re-uploaded that talks about that situation and how it was possibly faked. So, I don't know.
You also had him engaging in pranks that would cross the line, like graphically faking his death in front of his child fans. There was also him harassing women in public as a prank, and of course using animals in cruel or careless ways for content.
You guys also remember that she ate and killed my bird Maverick the parrot. Very sad, may he rest in peace, but not only is she a murderer, she's done about $10,000 in property damage. She is a bad dog. We sent her away to bad dog camp and I haven't seen her in 4 months. Hey,
CPR?
No, dude, I think
No.
It's worse. Put him back in the water.
Okay.
They decapitated my dog. These 2 coyotes.
And then you of course have his general obnoxious behavior throughout his career and constant fallback to how anyone trying to criticize him is a mere hater.
And the hate.
But here's the problem with Logan Paul, and they do it with Trisha Paytas too. Okay, listen. Logan Paul, horrible person, but don't make up shit. Don't make up shit. When you make up shit about these people that they didn't do, you muddy the waters. Call them out with shit that you have proof of. You know what I'm saying? But you have these crazy ass antis that will literally make up shit. Don't do that. You're fucking it up for everyone by doing those things. Perfect example. When Deaf Noodles had that thread on James Charles, everybody did, well, not everybody, but most people dismiss the entire thread because like 2 or 3 of them were actually just a joke and they weren't real. But people turned around and dismissed the entire thread when in fact there were actually real ones in the thread. That's why you don't make up shit and you don't run with shit that's fake. You know?
Leaders are stronger than ever, guys. Low gang, they're tough.
Which is self-explanatory since no one ever likes the loudest guy at a frat party, right?
It's documented everywhere. There's no escaping this.
Now, I could go on about Logan's horrible behavior for well over an hour because, you know, I have. But again, that's not the focus here. All you need to understand is how far these two went during their rise. Because in order for this to work, people had to know who they were, even if that manifested as hatred. But why? I mean, getting someone to change their first impression on someone is one of the hardest things you can do, let alone on this scale. Well, while it is...
You know why? Because some of the most dedicated watchers out there are hate watchers. Hate watchers are a dedicated bunch. And if you are a hated figure on YouTube, most of your watches are people trying to pick out the smallest thing. And they watch your video 2 or 3 times for that hate watch. Yeah, Skip, like what just happened with the Mr. Beast allegations. Yes. Yes. There are some things that, yeah, he needs to come out and talk about. But there was a lot of shit in there like, bruh, come on now. You're trying to twist the truth a little bit there, buddy, or flat out lie.
Is difficult, you gotta remember one thing that's even harder, bordering on impossible: consistently getting views. I mean, content creation is one of the most competitive industries ever because the barrier to entry is literally just doing this. When everyone can make content, it's almost impossible to get noticed, even if you're someone who's genuinely talented and original. So instead, you can make content that people can't look away from, no matter how much they might want to. But I promise you a rebrand. What's more, I alluded to it being a very, very specific kind where they were rewarded with millions of dollars for doing literally nothing. And that's because the rise is only part 1 of their stories. What turns this into a genius rebrand is all in part 2. Because yes, a no bad publicity mindset can be very lucrative in the short term. And while you may end up having tens of millions hate you,
Aiden Ross and Andrew Tate. Ew, ew, ew. Get them off my screen. Get them off my screen.
it's more than possible to use that publicity to connect with millions who will enjoy what you're doing. Because let's face it, we're often held back in day-to-day life by either shame or social consequence, so it can be entertaining to watch people who aren't exactly worried about such things. But I had mentioned that it was lucrative in the short term. Because yes, long term there is a—
Oh God, Jake Paul too. Ugh. I can't stand the Paul brothers. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. Paul, thank you for the 5. We love Xylie. Damn right. Welcome to the Xyliarchy, god damn it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
a huge drawback, which is that you inevitably hit a wall. I mean, if your focus as a creator is continuous sustained growth, then eventually your goals will likely be to hit the mainstream and create things beyond just YouTube. But you can't really do that if everyone just hates you, right? Whatever organizations you're looking to work with have to want to work with you, not to mention see you as reliable enough to make a profit. That's not gonna work if everyone hates you. So think of any movie with a good but flawed protagonist that everyone turns against. You know they're gonna spend the third act doing over-the-top acts of kindness to show how much they've changed. And
okay, one thing I gotta say about this guy, all right? I kind of like his videos. I like his video essay style. I hate his editing. Because all this filters that he's putting over this, it fucks with my ADHD. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we're going to have a moment together, all right? The filters that he is putting on the screen is killing me. My ADHD cannot focus. And he's saying good stuff. He's saying good stuff. I like his stuff, but the editing, oh my God, it's killing me.
Ending this montage with a bittersweet, "that was my entire Christmas bonus," as they embrace their rekindled lover. It's touching, but this is real life. We don't get montages through the magic of editing. So actually trying to be good is a hard process that you'll have to work at for the rest of your life. So if you're Logan or Trisha, that's not really ideal. So instead, they decided to do nothing. Well, other than wait. Yeah, for this big pivot, they decided to follow their years of desperation and questionable morals with simply being a person of average character. So while average quite literally means not worthy of celebration, simply not having controversies for a while led to swarms of people coming around on both of them. To the point that Trisha doing a show on Broadway has people crying tears of celebration while saying that she's been through so much and really deserves this. Ignoring that the so much in question can also be described as consequences. Yeah, let's get to the part of this that bothers me. See, everything in life is relative, right? If someone tells you that they went a week without drinking, you hopefully wouldn't give that a second thought. But if someone that you know has been struggling with alcoholism were to deliver the same news, you might be more likely to praise and celebrate this event. The same kind of behavior can be seen with public figures. See, entering the 2020s, Logan Paul had started to prioritize his
Okay, but wait. You also have a subset of people who actually believe that people can't change. The reason why I like Trisha Paytas now, anybody who's been on my channel for a long time, my OGs, right? Y'all know that I would not talk about Trisha Paytas or Gabby Hanna at all on my channel for the longest time. Because everybody was always talking about them. And I just got sick of seeing it. I started covering Trisha a little bit when it was like her against Ethan and stuff like that. I think Trisha has actually changed. And it is possible for grown-ass adults to change. I mean, quite honestly, you should try to change something about yourself all the time, make yourself better. And I think by Trisha having children now, it made her grow up. I really do. Do I still think she has a little bit of troll in her? Sure. Of course she does. It's part of her DNA. But she's grown up a lot. You know? And she's doing great. And good for her. I'd rather her doing what she's doing now than continue to do what she used to do. You know?
Podcast over vlogs, which
And Gabby Hanna found God. Bless her heart. She wants to preach the good word. Let her go ahead and preach the good word. Just don't preach it my way. We'll be fine.
came with two powerful advantages. One, the profit margins on podcasts are way better than vlogs. But more importantly, Logan no longer had to try so hard. Whereas a vlog needs to be exciting enough to create envy from the viewer, podcasts generally work best when they feel like a casual chat with a friend. So instead of being subjected to this,
Maybe because I'm at Mrs. Claus, I hit it twice.
you would get humanizing moments where Logan comes off much more likably.
Why don't you ever hit us up? He hit me instead. I literally hit him up. Fucking hit me.
Not to mention that current events can be a great way to look better if you show that you're passionate about the right causes.
And I'm embarrassed that it's taken me 25 years to realize this. It is not enough to be not racist. You have to be anti-racist.
Do we want to let Andrew Tate keep doing this before his subscribers of little fucking TikTok schoolboys start doing negative bad shit to women?
And I'm not arguing in either direction about sincerity, since the point stands either way. This was a major pivot for Logan's brand that, again, required him to do nothing. As long as he just didn't screw up for a while, him being neutral was a huge step up from him at his worst.
But that's social media. That's how social media works. That's how it works. Like when somebody gets in some shit, all right, they said something stupid on a live stream, or some DMs dropped about them. What is the go-to thing to tell them to do? Lay low, keep making content, and people will forget about it in between 2 weeks and a month. Yeah, sure, there'll be some stragglers that will never let you live it down, but fuck them. That's literally the strategy. Or come out, apologize for it, and then continue to do your content. Listen, the whole getting canceled thing is a lie. All right? It is actually a lie. The only person that can actually cancel you is yourself. Literally. Only you can cancel you. You know?
And this did wonders for Logan, with public sentiment towards him slowly growing more positive.
Logan Paul has somehow done the unthinkable, taken an awful reputation tarnished by what is still widely considered to be the worst thing an influencer has ever done, and turned it into one of the most commendable redemption stories ever seen on the platform.
So before long, this global nuisance was being described as a refreshing example of how people can learn and grow for the better. And wouldn't you know it, this coincided with Logan's push into mainstream media, be it the WWE or his acting career. And of course, Trisha deployed a similar pivot. See, Trisha now makes very—
Guess what? Guess what? People do things for money. They do bad things for money, and they also do good things for money. Okay? It's not a surprise. Anybody who acts surprised about any of this, it's funny to me. You know?
very ironic content. I mean, much like Logan, her main focus has been her podcast, which comes with all of the benefits we've seen Logan enjoy. And unlike before, her output is mostly based on her as an individual without having to rely on the status of others for clout. And yeah, it's hard to deny that in the past year, Trisha hasn't rocked the boat in the same way that she used to. Again, she's not doing anything particularly good, but that's still a huge step up from, well...
I just love Sean so fucking much. So fucking much. I was in love with him so fucking much. So fucking hard. I loved him.
And you're not going to believe this, but this focus on being more down to earth and less of a loose cannon also coincides with her push into mainstream media.
I think it's because she grew up. She's a mom now. She's a mom now, and she grew up. I mean, what's wrong with changing up what you do? You see people growing up all the fucking time. Yeah, Trisha Paytas is a mom. She has 2 kids. You know? Shit. People grow up.
Media like SNL and Broadway. What's more, Trisha will gladly tell you about how she's learned from her past and has come such a long way.
Maybe 10 years ago I was, but like lately I have been problematic. I'm changed, I'm better. People either see the change in the growth or they don't. You know, they don't like see the growth, so they'll know you as just a mess. I feel like I'm like a good person now. Like I know I do stuff that's problematic, but that was when I was in my 20s, you know, I'm 32 now.
Like I would argue that her content has become fairly sanctimonious. That is to say, if a YouTuber is getting headlines for some questionable behavior, you'll see Trisha clutching her pearls at how horrible they are.
Doing stupid stuff or your past or whatever, but then there's like really like...
She covers drama topics. Isn't... Okay, listen, Linda. Every person that does drama, every single one of them clutches their pearls at one point or another. Okay? And whether it's an overdramatic pearl clutch or it's cussing somebody out, that's still a pearl clutch, by the way. Everyone does it. If you cover drama, you're going to clutch the pearls every now and then. I'm just saying.
Like gross sick people out there and she's one of them. Look, like when you're an awful evil sick person, like I'm not saying like anything bad should happen to you, but it's like, you know, like go take a break, like reevaluate your life, like actually get help, like get off the internet, like where you did all this inappropriate behavior, you know what I mean? Just like the Cody Coves of the world, all these people who are like doing actual problematic stuff and they don't get canceled, they get sponsors, they get like praise, they get all this stuff. Like I just feel like everything about Mr. Beast is awful. Okay, yeah, you don't need to keep crucifying him, but like the fact that you're like, oh my God, David's like so good now, it's like he is not good overnight. Maybe work on yourself, maybe you don't, Shane. But either way, a comeback's a comeback. Shane has 2 million views and it's like, yeah, he disappeared for a year and came back. Did he change? No. His humor's the exact same and he's still the same person, but it looks like you did something because you went away for a year. Shane, I miss you. Wish you weren't problematic. We could maybe be friends again.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Shane Dawson did the exact thing that I was talking about that a lot of the old school YouTubers do. He went back for a year, came back, made a video, got 2 million views, bro, and acted like nothing happened. That's what they do. The old school YouTubers were trained to do that. There's a difference between the old school YouTubers and like the new generation of YouTubers. Because the new generation of YouTubers, they're taught you need to address the allegations. Whereas the old school YouTubers, they were taught don't talk about it, don't reference it, just dip out for a little bit, come back, act like nothing happened. You're talking 2 different generations of YouTube. She's not wrong.
But we can't. But I would love to use it as a thumbnail.
And while I can't say for sure what isn't virtue signaling, you tell me how sincere she looks when she acts about behavior that she is literally guilty of within the same video.
I'm not promoting it though. I cannot promote gambling, but I do like to do it.
Well, who's sponsoring this episode?
I cannot
behavior that she is literally guilty of within the same video.
I'm not promoting it though. I cannot promote gambling, but I do like to do it.
Well, who's sponsoring this episode?
Oh, wow.
Who cares? Oh my God, bro, who cares? Listen, if a gambling site wanted to give me some money to stream, I'll do it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're under 18, get the fuck out my chat. I don't even want you here. I don't want anybody under 18 in my chat with the way I talk. Hell no. If you're under 18, get the fuck out. Shit, throw some money my way. I'll promote it. I don't give a fuck. Do I gamble? No. I'll promote it, though. I don't give a fuck.
Shout out to DraftKings Golden Nugget Online Casino. The weather outside is frightful, but Golden Nugget Online Casino is quite delightful.
I cannot promote gambling.
It's fine if you're responsible.
She was making a joke. She was making I feel like she was just making a joke. You know, like how I'll be sarcastic about some shit? Like when I see Swoop, right? And I'm like, oh my God, Swoop is way too pretty. I hate her. She's way too pretty. I hate her. I don't hate her. I like Swoop. I've talked to Swoop in the DMs. But I'll be shady and be sarcastic on here when I'm talking about her. I feel like it was a joke. The hell?
Casino is quite delightful.
I cannot promote gambling.
It's fine if you're responsible. Everything else.
Right.
That's different.
It is different.
I feel like it was a joke. I cannot even. I need a pumpkin spice latte because I cannot even right now.
Didn't even feel the need to edit that out. And by the way, as a smaller creator, I turn down all gambling related sponsors, and unlike Trisha, my sponsorships go towards paying my rent. Speaking of which, I gotta thank today's sponsor, Rocket Money.
Hey, speaking of which, I would absolutely accept a gambling sponsorship. I would. As long as it's in the up and up, I absolutely would. I am standing 10 toes down to let you know I would do that. You know why? Because I'm a fucking adult. Just saying. Shit. Good God. You ain't getting paid off my dime. We're skipping that part. Okay, here we go. Oh. Damn. Trisha just came out of the boom.
Really launched her current era when she abandoned her podcast with Colleen Ballinger after the latter was exposed for having habitually inappropriate interactions with her underage fans. Trisha very publicly severed ties with Colleen while decrying her behavior.
I had nothing to do with this. I do not condone it. I think it's the most disgusting thing. And above all,
And actually, her and Adam McIntyre built the bridge back up that was burnt down because of it. Yep. I covered it all.
it's illegal. I'm not going to speak on this again. I will never speak on Colleen again. She just does not exist to me anymore.
Before launching her current show. And Logan has done the same kind of behavior in the past, criticizing the public actions of other YouTubers to, you could argue, seem more mature in comparison.
And then Shane's stuff it's all like this weird like sexualization of young children, animals. His is bad. I'm gonna be honest, his is worse than mine. Partially because when I did my thing and I made my mistake, I think people understood that I was in many ways still a child.
So in the case of both Logan and Trisha, they were able to slowly shift their public image, which led to far more doors opening. Yet, if you remember, this shift didn't include any evidence of them actually being a good person now, right? At best, it was a lack of ongoing evidence for how much they currently suck. Yet,
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is what all right. How do I put this? One thing people need to realize, especially people who cover drama, okay? You have to keep in the back of your mind, one day it's going to be you. And how are you going to handle it? And how are people going to talk about your drama? And sometimes I feel like people who cover drama, whether in the past or present, I feel like they forget that one day it can be them. And it could be something really like was a slip up. That you just fucked up. But the way you handled it made it worse. You know what I mean? Meaden, I don't know what you're talking about. There is no T Discord. There was never no T Discord. Okay, this is the deal with this guy. Okay, Skip. Okay, so Skip is about to preach because it looks like a whole ass paragraph. All right, Skip says, okay, this is the deal with this guy. He does sneak hit piss. Oh my God, can I talk? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's try it again. Skip says, okay, this is the deal with this guy. He does sneak hit pieces, but presents them as if it's unbiased content. It's the second video in a row now that he's done this. I do agree with you, Skip. I do agree. It's almost like he clutches the pearls, but he makes it look like he's not clutching the pearls. You know?
Let's get into my issues with this kind of rebrand. If you look at the careers of both Logan and Trisha, there are very real people that they hurt because they adopted a mindset of doing whatever it takes to reach stardom. And they've done nothing to really account for that past. Instead, they just get to shrug, go, well, I changed, won't do that again, pat themselves on the back, and be praised for just not sucking quite as much.
A lot of room to growth. In the past 3 years alone, like I'm a completely different person than the dude who did that.
And I look back at my videos, I'm like, well, you know, some of them are pretty bad, but I try to give myself grace and forgiveness with that because I used to be really hard on myself. I'm like, I know, I suck, I'm problematic.
And then in Trisha's case, this is presented as strength of character, while she now gets to profit from exposing others as if she doesn't have more skeletons in her closet than anyone else. I'm not saying that.
Bro, you act like she wasn't called out for all that. There was a reason why I did not cover Trisha Paytas on my channel, because everybody and their fucking mother was making videos on her. What? You act like she's not one of the most covered people on this platform. What? Do you know there was a whole ass Reddit that was doxing her? Now they're a whole ass Twitter community because they got kicked off of Reddit? Yeah. And they doxed her when she was pregnant with her first kid. They doxed her doctor. They were calling her doctor. They were even calling schools in her area in which the kid may end up going to. Do you know that about her? Do you know that she has literally been stalked online to the point that it gets really fucking creepy? Do you know that about her? Exactly, Skip. Like, brother, we're talking about the rebrand, as in her new and current online presence. Why is he harping on the old shit? Exactly. She's been held accountable for all that shit. We have got to move on at some point. At some point, people have got to move the fuck on. Holy fuck. Sister Godiva. Oh, she's pregnant? I thought she was just fat. Trisha's always been a big girl. Well, no, not always. She had a little skinny phase there for a while, but you know, Trisha's always been a big girl. I don't think is she pregnant now? Or does she already have the second kid? I can't remember. I think she already had the second kid. But thank you, Sister Godiva. I appreciate the super chat. That was really nice of you. Yeah, Elvis is here. That's right, because she named the second one Elvis. The first one's Malibu, and the second one is Elvis. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, Trisha's a big girl. She got that big girl swag, okay? Leave her alone. Nothing wrong with it. I used to be, listen, as a former big girl, listen, we can have swag too. Just saying.
That creators should be made to wallow in their past misdeeds forever, but the amount of effort that it takes for a redemption arc where you go from accusations of being a literal Nazi to being on SNL is so shockingly little that even if Logan and Trisha didn't do this consciously, it's certainly way more likely.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here, bro. Hold on.
The amount of effort that it takes for a redemption arc where you go from accusations of being a
I don't think Trisha was ever an actual Nazi. I do not believe that. And this is also from Ryan Beard. Okay. And Ryan Beard has, all I'm going to say is Ryan Beard has some takes. Okay. I don't like it here either, Brooke. But we're doing it. We're almost done.
Literal Nazi to being on SNL is so shockingly little that even if Logan and Trisha didn't do this consciously, it's certainly way more likely that others will start to. Like, remember how Jack Doherty almost got people killed from speeding on the highway? And in the aftermath of the crash, he insisted that his cameraman prioritize his framing over personal safety?
Oh, Michael, are you okay? Holy f. Oh my God, bro. Michael, here. Michael, do you have a film on that phone too? No. Michael, why can't you just... I don't know, yeah, I'm just trying to tell you. They already took my filmer like an ambulance.
Is that just going to be forgiven if he sucks a little less later? Because, well, yes, it's still personally...
You know what? I hate to tell you this, but probably so. Because that's the way social media works. Jack Doherty is another one that that kid drives me absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But if he cleans up and he stops acting like a little shit, yeah, probably will. People probably will forgive him. It happens. It's social media. Like, what?
bothers me when the foundation of someone's success is founded on hurting others. I'm more concerned about the fact that this undeserved good press makes viewers start to let their guards down, which would be a huge problem should the creator's growth arc be found to be a facade. Just ask Logan.
Okay, all right, this is something that I don't think you understand about audiences, okay? You have people who will give you a chance and you have haters, all right? The haters will never let go of their hate of the person. Now, every now and then you will have people who will forgive that person and start watching that person. But as soon as that person fucks up, they're going to bring back everything on that person. And sometimes the cancellation, the group cancellation of a person is even worse the next time they fuck up. Because then they add on all the old shit on top of it. You know? Exactly, Skip. Undeserved good press. LOL. I guess they should be shitty forever instead? Yeah, I know. I don't understand it either. I don't get it.
Logan. Now, yes, I've talked about this before, so I'll keep it brief. In late 2022, Logan Paul was exposed by CoffeeZilla for spearheading what has been characterized as a crypto scam, where he launched a coin with a promise that it would gain value due to its integration into an NFT-based game. But this product was never launched, the coin crashed, and unimaginable amounts of damage were done to Logan's viewers.
These are the estimated damages in CryptoZoo, $18.5 million, which comes from a combination of ZooCoin and NFT sales.
Overnight, this completely undid the goodwill that Logan had spent years carefully building.
Either way, super disappointing to see for somebody who I thought was on a redemption trail, who had matured quite a bit, whose content I thought was really amazing. But it seems like Logan Paul's main ability is to hype things up, create a lot of attention around things, make good videos, but not to follow through, be a good, ethical, and moral actor.
And what follows is what I think justifies my concerns here. See, once this broke, Logan suddenly did a complete 180, spending 2023 and 2024 acting in the exact same way that he was during the late 2010s. In other words, the obnoxious persona that he had outgrown is suddenly back in full force.
Motherfuckers are mad about nachos? I literally make a living off of people not liking me. And I have to be honest with you, it's fantastic.
You know who else has made a living from people not liking him? Keemstar. He literally made it into a career. Literally made it into a career. Has he grown? Is Keemstar the same today in 2024 as he was in 2016? Absolutely not. He's still a shitter. He's still a troll. But you know what he calls his haters? He calls his haters his coworkers. Because no one else will keep your name relevant like a hater. No one else. And excuse me, 2025, not 2024. Okay, listen, I'm still within the first 5 days. I'm allowed to make that mistake. But yeah, no one is your best coworker than a hater. Because they will always remind people of you. You know? But Keem is bald and that equals evil. Logan has blonde hair and blue eyes and says, "Let's go, bro." So he's demure. Shut up, Midna. Midna, you were such a shitter. No, don't say you were kidding now. Don't say you were kidding.
And of course, we have our snacks and our energy drink. None other than the greatest meals in the world. Lunch today, of course, we have the turkey cheese and cracker stack. Also the Fiesta nachos, my personal favorite.
Love a regurgitated hit piece on a wrestler. Oh, and the subject matter? You guessed it. A barrage of crypto-related scam allegations that I, have heard before.
And now Logan has completely embraced being the villain. Within his response to CoffeeZilla's findings, Logan started by puffing out his chest and trying to threaten him with lawsuits.
And lastly, CoffeeZilla, I now know your motives with this.
clout and money, good for you, but also you're slimy as and I'll see you in court.
Because, in my opinion, Logan thought he had built up enough goodwill that if he came out swinging against a creator who, at the time, was relatively unknown, people would give Logan the benefit of the doubt.
And honestly,
Was CoffeeZilla relatively unknown when that came out? Was he? I don't remember. Okay, Squatchin does have a good point. Vega is bald and not evil, Midna. That is very true. Lord Vega is the man. That is an awesome dude. And he is nowhere near evil. I think he was over. Was he over? Was he? I don't think he was relatively unknown before the Logan Paul shit. Okay. All right. Thank you. Because
it f***ing sucks that after years of personal reform, going through trials and tribulations, and busting my ass to evolve into a person that I can say I'm actually proud of, you led the charge to drive and monetize a narrative telling millions of people that I'm a fraud or I tried to scam my audience.
When that thankfully didn't work, Logan suddenly did a 180 and apologized to CoffeeZilla.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized. Thank you, CoffeeZilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation. And I mean that. Thank you, bro.
And I think this.
Okay, that means that his HR department or his lawyers or somebody said, "Hey, Logan, you might want to apologize." It happens. It happens. Stan said Coffee covered the Save the Kids coin before the Logan Paul thing, so he was known. Okay, thank you, Stan, because I don't know the history of CoffeeZilla, so I didn't know. Thank you.
This was just an attempt to kill the backlash overnight, because when that didn't work, any guesses what Logan did next?
Logan Paul is suing me for CryptoZoo, only a year after he thanked me for it. That, I think, says a lot about Logan's supposed change and his belief in accountability.
And here's the thing, I just spent thousands of words explaining that the appeal to Logan's rebrand is it required no effort, only patience. But patience runs out. So Logan desperately tried to find shortcuts to redemption that I don't personally think someone would take if they were genuinely remorseful and had grown in the ways people were saying Logan had. For example, Logan has gotten very close with Mr. Beast, so while I had a shoot with—
Okay, I'm gonna be okay, bro, I don't want to hear about this shit with the Lunchly. I don't want to hear the Lunchly shit. I give two fucks about the Lunchly shit. Oh my God. Can I please go a video and not talk about the Lunchly shit? What the fuck? Listen, to all you people out there who hate the fact that Mr. Beast went with Logan Paul and KSI to make Lunchly, okay? And Lunchly is such a bad food to give the kids. Then I want to see you protesting every single fucking major food brand in the United fucking States. I want to see you protesting Cheetos. I want to see you protesting Toll House cookies. I want to see you protesting Lunchables. I want to see you protesting it all. Nothing but grass-fed beef. I want to, it has to be organic fruit and vegetables. I want you to protest it all. And until you are prepared to do that, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about fucking Lunchlys. I don't even want to see you eat a goddamn candy bar. I swear to God. I swear to God. Do not protest Diet Mountain Dew. It is the nectar of the gods. Holy shit. Okay, I have to mentally prepare myself for this bullshit we're about to watch. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Grown in the ways people were saying Logan had. For example, Logan has gotten very close with Mr. Beast, so while at a shoot with other YouTubers, Logan decided to burn quite a few bridges. More specifically, he waited until he was on camera to approach several creators who had recently given him negative coverage and exchange pleasantries with them. Because, you know, no one wants to be the guy that starts drama at a Mr. Beast shoot.
It's content! Okay, look. Look here. I need y'all to know something, okay? And I want to give y'all a great example. Remember when I covered that Raymundo video about his video about slop content? All right. And I was giving him a really, really hard time in that video. Well, I'm really cool with him now. We got into the DMs. He even let me preview part of his newer slop content video. You know, and I said it was better. Guess what? Most people who cover drama, just because we're covering it, it doesn't mean we hate the person. I can actually be really nice to people that I've covered on this channel. Now, some people, I don't want to talk to them whatsoever, and there is no way in hell you would ever catch me in a call with them. But that's not the case for everybody. Yeah, Raymundo, he's a good kid. He really is a good kid. When I say kid, he's early 20s. I think he's like 21, but that's like a kid to me, but he's a good kid. He's really, really, really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. You know, but that doesn't mean that we hate every single person that we cover. It doesn't mean we can't be cordial. And honestly, Logan doing what he did, it's called content. Who wouldn't want to see him talk to Moist Critical after Moist Critical talks shit about him in a video? That would make content. People who knew about those videos would love to see them talk. The fuck?
And he later used the raw footage of these conversations that he got from Mr. Beast to try and discredit their negative coverage.
You're gonna watch me confront some of
And Stan, perfect example. I mean, look at you and Boogie and you and Keem. You cussed both of them out one time or another. Absolutely. The first time I ever talked to Keem in a call, I cussed his ass out. When he was doing the Keemstar show, I cussed his ass out almost every night after the Keemstar show because I didn't like how he was talking to Chris. Now I'm working for the motherfucker. You know? I'm actually pretty cool. We're kind of like friends. It doesn't mean I won't cuss him out. I'll still cuss him out if I think he's wrong in something. I'll still stand up for what I believe. Look how I've talked about Boogie. But I can still be cordial with Boogie.
my biggest haters online.
Also, I got to like squash a few beefs. You did? Yeah, like bro, him, Moist Critical, Matt Pat, they've all like made like a series of videos like talking mad. Like they're on that wave.
Again, if the new Logan is really all about accountability, then isn't that a weird move to make?
To be clear, I wasn't talking. He had done a scam with CryptoZoo. Logan Paul, since this video was filmed, has sued CoffeeZilla.
So meeting Logan in person and him wanting to talk about this, I was more than willing to do, and he was very respectful, took full responsibility and accountability in person, so I was more than willing to be mature about this and talk to him.
And there's nothing wrong with it. It provided content. Who cares?
As a human being, I don't see why in any circumstances this would be perceived as being two-faced.
So what point am I ultimately making here? Well, first off, again, I just really don't like the precedent of harmful YouTubers like Logan and Trisha receiving heaps of praise for doing the...
Who is Trisha harming now? Who is Trisha harming? Who is Trisha harming now? Who? Who is she harming? I need to know, what is she currently doing that's harming people? What, she ran a gambling ad? And? So? That's on you whether you get addicted to gambling or not. I vape on camera. What, am I harmful because I'm vaping? I don't want kids in my fucking audience. It's not my fault they click on here. I definitely don't promote my content towards anybody under the age of 18. Well, how is she harmful? What is she doing currently that's harmful? You know? It's fucking stupid. Olivia's like, Xylie, you don't understand. Well, apparently fucking not. I apparently don't fucking understand. Maybe I'm too old to understand. Maybe that's it. Trisha is my locale queen. What's up, Locale Rewind? How are you doing? I figured it was you, Billy. What's up, Billy?
The literal bare minimum. Because even if they had some life-changing epiphany, that doesn't change the fact that their careers still have a far greater net negative than a creator who just was a decent enough person from the start. I think it's a huge slap in the face to the people they've hurt when they haven't had to do really anything to make up for that. Two, if I'm noticing that this is becoming a pattern, then you can bet your ass that other people are starting to notice it too. Others who are going to see it as a blueprint rather than a cautionary tale. It begs the question of if this is something that should be rewarded. And third, it ultimately hurts the audience. I mean, with Logan's crypto scandal, it's clear that there were absolutely people who trusted Logan with their money because of the positive.
Okay, listen, Linda, okay? Was it bad what Logan did with CryptoZoo? 100%. It's like you see a beehive. You see the beehive hanging from a tree. Now, can that beehive be dangerous? Absolutely. If you walk up to that beehive, no smoke, no protection or anything like that, and you hit it with a fucking bat, I'm going to call you a fucking dumbass. And depending on who you are, I may even laugh at you. These people literally invested into a crypto NFT fucking game. Now, was it wrong that their money was fucked with? Yes, it was. But why did they even do it in the first fucking place? I'm sorry, can there be some responsibility for the consumer too? I'm sorry. Bruh. These are adults you're talking about. You're not talking about children. Billy Frizz is like, I'm 100% laughing. Depending on who you are, I might try to console you after. Yeah, I might try to console you if I like you. If I don't like you, I'm going to point and fucking laugh and hope you don't die. Okay? That's as much as you'll get from me. I'll hope that you don't die. But I definitely will point and fucking laugh at you. The fuck? God damn, bro. I am so sick of people taking the agency away from the audience. Logan Paul did not put a gun to their head and say, you better buy it. They decided to do that on their own free will. Now, again, I will reiterate, what was done to them with their money was wrong. But initially, they decided to do that on their own. Thank you, Lynn. If you're dumb enough to buy into these coins, you get what you get. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling bad for you, bro. I'm not feeling bad for somebody who has enough money they can drop that much money on coins and shit. I don't know that lifestyle. I don't feel bad for you. I'm sorry. I'm not. I mean, yeah, I feel like what he did was scummy, but you're the one who initially decided to do it. Nobody put a gun to your head and made you do it. The fuck? Shit.
Press he had been getting.
It was Logan Paul at the end of the day. An internet personality that I actually trusted.
I still believe.
An internet personality that, let me tell you something right now. Any one of the people that I trust on this platform, do you think I would buy a coin that they would drop? Absolutely fucking not. No, I wouldn't. No. I absolutely would not do that. I don't give a fuck who it is. I might even look at them sideways if they go to do it and go, do you really want to do this, bro? I don't want to have to cover you when you get canceled. Because I will cover you. Just saying.
And this false fallacy that everyone else started believing that Logan Paul's a changed man.
In a world where 2022 Logan had the same reputation as 2018 Logan, I don't think the damages would have been nearly as bad. And to be clear, I'm not saying that people can't grow and that we shouldn't give them the chance to. Rather, it might be best to remember the difference. And to be clear, I'm not saying
this guy right here, this guy, bruh. Nick, not so green. You want to talk about a pearl clutcher? It's this dude right here. Yes, Xylie's hands are rated E for everyone. 100%.
Saying that people can't grow and that we shouldn't give them the chance to. Rather, it might be best to remember the difference between doing good and just not doing harm. Like if I told you that this week was the first time all year that I didn't dump oil in the river, then you wouldn't suddenly... Wait, really? Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I usually like to watch the oil cover the ducklings, but I was too busy playing League this week, so I didn't. No, you're right. I'm being modest. I mean, I really am a great person. I deserve this, right? But...
Bruh, I don't know if I can rock with this guy anymore. I'm gonna stay subscribed to his channel because it's actually fucking fun. It gives me joy that I get to yell at somebody. I get kind of a joy out of it. I haven't rocked with that guy for like 6 videos. I can see why. You never know. He may come out with a banger. You don't know. Olivia's like, I told you. Fine, Olivia. You were right. Okay? You one-guyed me to the point where I am saying publicly that you were right. Are you happy now, Olivia? Are you happy? You were right, Olivia. You were right. Maybe. Bitch, you better be happy. The fuck? Anne's like, I don't even know who he is. I just know this is the second dumb video of his I've seen. True! Well, guess what? That was the second dumb video I've seen of his, too. Laura says, not gonna lie, he seems too condescending, in my opinion. Yeah, he is. I don't know. He seems like he could actually be a nice guy. It's just... he's kind of a little too pearl clutchy for me. Like, he has that... it's like he's on the cusp of a commentary channel and a tea channel. But he's like right on the fence. And he can tilt either way at any moment. He can fall to one side or the other at any moment. So, Spacefish Fire, this guy's watching me and all my homies chuck car batteries in the river. Someone's got to charge the electric eels. Oh my God, Spacefish. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. How long have I been live? I've been live almost 2 hours. And I need to go cook. And get ready for lolcow tonight. Because, you know, they don't believe in days off over there. And, you know, working with Billy is exhausting. He pokes at me like Matt Pitt does. See, my audience knows how Matt Pitt pokes at me. If you notice, on Local Rewind, Billy pokes at me the same way Matt Pitt does. And I have to threaten his life every single night. You enjoy that about him? Fuck you, Ann Stan! Yes, Billy, we are king slaves. Somebody needs to come and break the shackles. Be sure to yell at the one guy from earlier. Oh my God, bro. I know nothing about what that dude was talking about. I don't know anything about that. Thank you. Fulcrum Music. I'm just gonna call you Music. Fulcrum Music. Thank you, Fulcrum Music. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate it. Thank you. What did Jada take Arrow up to? Oh, Billy the Frizz saying we're slaves. Yeah, we are. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. I am gonna hit the outro music, and yeah, I'm gonna go cook dinner and get ready for a night of madness. So, I have no idea who that guy was, Rocky. Xylie threatens my life, yet doesn't know I lack the will to live. Shut the fuck up, Billy. Shut up, Billy. Billy, shut up. God damn it. I got a very sharp poker. Yeah, you do. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.
Like me, open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane. Making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.